The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Brooklyn, New York, weighing in at 242 pounds, Ethan Black.
And action. Welcome, producers, to another episode of Universe. You're watching Friday Night SmackDown. Let me see. Oh, I can hear myself too. What's up, Connor? I know I wanted to do it a little bit earlier, but I got held up on some things, so I'm gonna get this thing started and going. Right now, you're gonna see the hybrid Ethan Black in action to kick things off. I'm gonna tell you right now, man. Right now, DX has a surprise for him. We don't know. Yeah, Friday Night SmackDown, indeed. You are correct. But we don't know what DX has in store. They said they got a surprise for Ethan. They got an opponent for Ethan Black. Mind you, he's the #1 contender for the undisputed WWE Championship. So whoever they have in mind, it can't be good. At least I don't think it will be. So we'll see. Oh, man. You got to be kidding me. You want to talk about a surprise? Well, hell, you got it right here. It's the Monster Abyss.
And his opponent from parts unknown, weighing in at 350 pounds. He is the Monster Abyss.
Trust me, Abyss.
The Monster Abyss. The last time. Oh my goodness, he's through that chain. The last time we saw Abyss, he fought King J. And wow, I'm gonna tell you right now what he did to King J. Oh my goodness, like you don't want to know. He straight up absolutely annihilated him. And what's up, Noah? How you doing, man? Hey, them Jags good this year. You saw what they did to my team. And here we go. Ethan Black is going to have to bring everything he's got to the Monster Abyss. Look at the size difference. Abyss is probably almost a foot taller than Ethan. And obviously, he probably weighs like an extra 100 pounds. You have a lot in his favor. And that's, oh, hold on, he's starting to fight back. That's what you want to see. Yep, you guys, like I said, man, y'all did that. I want to see more from Travis, though. You already know, man. I want to see Travis Hunter go crazy. I already traded him in fantasy, though, so I don't want him to go too crazy. Man, I got a good record, though, in fantasy. I think I'm, what, 7-1? So I'm not going to have a losing record. And hopefully I don't lose the rest of my games. But, yeah, 7-1, not bad. One more win and I'll have a winning record. So, we'll leave it at that. Speaking of winning records, Ethan Black has had more wins than losses since WrestleMania. He fought DKT at Mania, lost, but since then he's been a whole different animal. And now look at Abyss, he's tying him up. He wants to get this thing rolling in his face. Oh, wow, look at this. Trying to get on the offensive and win the chain wrestling, but it's kind of difficult when you got a wrestler or a superstar, however you want to interpret it, a little bit more tougher, well, I wouldn't say tougher, but more strong than you. And he's going to have to use his technical abilities like such in order to take advantage of the monster that they call Abyss. Oh, what a right hand. Went for a high head kick, and here comes Abyss, who right now is technically undefeated. He's 1-0 in WWE. Mind you, again, he did defeat King J on an episode of Raw. Former TNA World Champion. And that's the master of the Monster Ball. Forget all that. I would not want to be a part of that whatsoever. I don't care if it's in WWE or TNA. You don't want that kind of problem with the Monster Abyss. And at this time, I'll say this. Ethan Black should be grateful that this isn't a Monster Ball, okay? Like, this is a sanctioned singles contest. Look at that. Crossroads. Taking a page out of the playbook of Cody Rhodes. Going to the top 2. Looking at, oh, what the hell? What's this? He's getting the fans hyped up. And look at that diving double axe handle from the top turnbuckle all the way to the outside. And Abyss gonna get thrown back in the ring. Here comes the hybrid. Oh my goodness, Abyss just got back up to his feet. I don't think so. I wouldn't mind seeing that though. Oh! Ethan sizing him up now. He's trying to measure this home run right here. Looking to bring full speed ahead. And oh, Abyss sidestepped out the way. Oh, Ethan counters back. What's he going to do here? Oh, what a flatliner. And that could do it. Nope. Decides against it. Oh, outside a little bit here. Oh, buckshot lariat doesn't connect. Here comes Abyss. Oh, he sidestepped him. Oh, he got hit. Answers back with a chop. Try to get a better angle. I'm going to go this way, actually. There we go. We're going to get a better angle here. Oh, he says, come on, give me one back. I want one. Oh, and they're going to both go at it. Hell yeah, who's going to get the better one another? It's anyone's. It's a stalemate. And here comes Abyss. Oh, counter from Ethan. Gonna bring it. Nope. Oh, look at this. Going for a DDT off the apron. The most hard spot in the entire ring, because that's basically the corners of the wood. Oh! The best thing for maybe Ethan, possibly at this time, is to take a count-out victory. What up, Monty? How you doing? Oh, damn, what a kick. Look at that. Oh, and another DDT, and both men are down. Count of 5. This could end in a count-out. 6. Ethan getting to his feet first. 7. Got to get him back in the ring. Oh, and Abyss will clear the count as he slowly gets back in the ring. Oh, what a jab. Irish whip, rebound off the ropes. Oh, fall away moonsault. Slam 2, and not enough. Kick out from Abyss. Ethan, take him somewhere against the ropes. Oh, and he clotheslined him to the outside, but look at this, Ethan trying to size him up again. And look at Abyss with the back elbow. Oh, he's calling for it. He's calling for the black hole slam. Look at this. Oh, and he got him. That's it. Thanks for coming, Ethan. His night might be done. Oh, and he kicks out. Keeping this match alive. You got to be kidding me. Ethan Black is competing at a high level, and if you're Angelo Cruz, you got to be careful, because that guy is a threat to your undisputed WWE Championship. And you know, Ethan and Angelo, man, they absolutely do not like each other. I might even say they hate each other. Oh, what a flying clothesline. And this will continue on the outside again. Oh, man, look at that. Abyss is fired up, and oh, what a leg drop. Count of 1. Is Ethan busted open? It's hard to tell. Let me see. We got to get a check there. Hard to see. Let's see. Yeah, I think he's busted open on his nose area. Right between the eyes. Not a good spot to get cut up, you know, so you got to be cautious. Look at that. Oh, nobody home. Abyss rolled out the way. Oh, man, look at this. Looking for the reverse choke slam. Face first into the concrete. And the count reset. Giving Abyss more time to lay some punishment out there. Like I said, you got a 10 count. Oh, he reversed it. Throws him back in the ring. And now here, look at Abyss back to his feet. Oh, what a right hand. Oh, nice counter from Ethan. Tie up again. Against the corner turnbuckle. Happy Halloween, everybody. October 31st. Hopefully you guys, well, I know a lot of you don't trick or treat no more. I've been saying that, you know, for the longest time. Now it's like, hey, hopefully you guys got kids to hand out candy to. You know, but some of you are still young, like, you know, Jolin, so hopefully you got some candy. But most of you, hopefully you guys got kids to come to your houses and, you know, give away some candy. I mean, my area is still dead. A lot of areas that I've seen also not dead, so, you know, it's okay. Oh, that didn't work out. So, yeah, it's good. Uh-oh, look at this. Ethan Black tying it away to the fans. Could that be a mistake? Oh, no, there's a comeback attempt. And look at that. Oh, basically, yeah, Connor got it right. Oh, and he gets out the way. High head kick. Look at that. Buckshot lariat, turn him inside out. And that should be enough to defeat the Monster Abyss. 1, 2, he did not get him. Just got the shoulder up in time, and he's going to have to use the ropes to pick himself back up. What a match. What's this? Springboard coast to coast. From one side of the ring to the other, immediately going for the pinfall attempt. 1, 2, oh, and he kicked out again. Ethan Black's going to have to pull out all the stops. I don't know what he's going to have to pull out next, but he better make it work. He's going middle rope for this one. Double axe handle. Ethan is tired, fatigued, exhausted, but he knows he's got to hit this move. He's got to hit it. He's going for the black drive, and he pulls it off. Hooks the leg, and it's not over. Ethan Black again going higher in district. Here we go. Shooting star press. That's got to do it, man. That has to be it. Oh, wait a minute. He's going to fade to black. His submission and maneuver. It's locked in. Nowhere to go. He's got to tap out. That's it. Ethan Black spoils DX's surprise at trying to get him with an upset. Abyss takes that one home. And Ethan Black builds momentum towards his match for the undisputed WWE Championship, and this might actually be the time he finally pulls it off, because when he debuted at the Rumble, he had a lot of opportunities to get a shot to win the WWE. He had a few other opportunities to win the WWE Championship, and now you skip years later, he has the opportunity of a lifetime to fulfill his dream at becoming the undisputed WWE Champion. Will he be able to pull it off, though, is the question in mind, because, you know, Angelo is motivated by anger, and he's going to, you know, do whatever it takes to hold on to that title. But as you can see right here, Ethan is just, right now, he is hot, and he is going to be difficult to defeat no matter what happens, because Abyss tried to do everything right, and he almost did, but it just wasn't enough. Ethan Black was much more aggressive, much more technical, and too much to handle. Congratulations to Ethan Black, our #1 contender, and we look forward especially to your match for the title. Until then, though, go and celebrate, because we got ourselves a #1 contenders match to decide who's going to face DX for the WWE Tag Team Championships. When will that take place? I really have no clue, but I'm excited. And look at that, 4.5 stars. But hey, I don't have a clue, but I'm excited to see it happen regardless. Whether it's at a PLE or on an episode of SmackDown, you have LWO taking on DIY right now. And we got 4 more matches after this, so hey, if you are deciding to sleep anytime soon, I understand. But if you want to stick around for the whole shebang, good luck. We're going to try our best, okay? We're going to see what happens, man. These guys, you know, hey, they deserve a shot. DIY, they deserve a shot too. These two teams have proven to be really good and more than deserving of a championship run. Okay, don't get me wrong, but DX is just, they're too hot to handle right now. They're competing at a high level. They got great chemistry. And right now, a lot of the teams on SmackDown, they don't really put up... I mean, don't get me wrong, they put on great matches. But a lot of them haven't came out to show that they're ready for that next step. But these guys might actually be that team. We'll see what happens. What's going on? We got Jerix and Aaron and Bruce. How are you guys doing? Happy Halloween to you guys. I know it's past midnight where you all are at, okay? But over here, it's still, you know, still Halloween for another 44 minutes. Oh, 42 minutes. So yeah, it's all good, man. Hopefully you guys had a lot of kids to hand out candy to. Or maybe you went to a Halloween party and dressed up. And we all saw what I was doing with them Posca markers. And if you don't know what Posca markers are, I didn't know what they were either, honestly. I randomly came across, I think it was a YouTube short or a TikTok, and it was CVV. I don't know how to pronounce the name, by the way, but it's Chris Van Vliet, I believe, right? So you have that, right? And his interview, Jeff Hardy talking about, I think it was advice or something like that, right? And so, as you already know, Umaga always had, excuse me, he always had the black Samoan face paint every time he wrestled, right? And it never came off. It never came off for nothing. Like, it never faded, it never dimmed out, it never lost pieces of its markings. It stayed on practically all match long. And, you know, for Jeff, he always used the Halloween, he called it oily, greasy, you know, makeup, right? And that conversation, he told him, well, use Posca markers. They last pretty long, they're pretty good, and they make a better impression. And ever since then, Jeff Hardy has always used Posca markers for his face paint, or for his designs. And so I tried it out, and it doesn't look too bad. It looked great, actually. We didn't have Halloween makeup to make the eyeballs, and later on throughout the night, the Posca markers lasted pretty much all night long. Even though it was hot and I was sweating and everything, it lasted all night long. The Halloween markers, though, it's smeared. So the eyeballs slowly kind of mixed in, so it's kind of like you didn't even know it was eyeballs no more. And so that just tells you everything you need to know about the Posca markers and the Halloween, you know, using them both to, you know, make the design. So next time I got to get the more thinner Posca markers. Oh yeah, my lady did it for me. She did. I couldn't do that. I'll tell you that right now. If you ever seen my Sting adaptation, terrible. Like, you would just be like, what is that? You would think, you know, Sting had a kid and he tried to do it, you know, and it's like, okay, you could tell his dad didn't do it for him. He tried to, you know, it's like, yeah. And at the time I didn't have facial hair, so I made sure, obviously my whole face is white, and I put a black strip down from my lower lip to my chin, basically to mimic a mustache, and then do the black lines, you know. And it was terrible. So yeah, no, she's obviously, I mean, I've said it before, she's an artist, and she just does it for fun. And she does great hand drawings, whether it's actually by hand, using pencils and markers or pens, or using like the tablets. As you know, you have Apple, and you have the pens, and you can draw like that and paint it, and she can paint, and obviously the face paint as well. So yeah, very talented, very, very talented for the longest time. Jarek says, I had work today, so it's not too bad. It was mostly just training videos and paperwork, but got training days. Oh, that's what's up. Where do you work at now? And I told Mario about the what's it called? I think it was I think Da Vinci told me. I don't know if he tried it yet, but yeah, I told him about it because I know he wanted it, and so yeah, because I know he did cap cut for the longest, I think he got like I think there's like a membership on there. But I told him about it, so I don't know if he did or not, but I gotta see about that too. Yeah, been a long minute. Good. It's been good, Aaron, man. I've been wanting to stream, you know, for like the longest time, for over a month. But man, dude, I'm gonna just tell you guys right now. I guess I've been trying to do it again for the longest time, like man, the longest time. There was days I had like 4 days off in a row, 3 days off in a row, you know, and I'm like, yeah, I'm ready. I can do this, you know, like. And then something came up. Oh, you got to do this. You got to do that. Or like, you know what I mean? And it's not like. It's just stuff that. I guess it was like what. How do I say it? No, it was like, you know, there was some errands I had to run, and then, you know, there was things, there's responsibilities, obviously, and I did take care of those. But it was, what do you call it? I think for me, it was just things that kind of came out of nowhere that kind of messed it up. I know I helped, you know, pitch in for a Halloween party, so that took up a lot of time, which I didn't mind. But that's the reason why I also wasn't able to stream. And a lot of things went wrong actually the last couple of days too. But everything's better now, you know. Like I know my dog. You guys all know Buddy. He well, in case you don't remember or don't know, I think last year or a year and a half, he got diagnosed with a heart murmur, so he has a heart disease now. And so they said, like, he's not to the point where he needs medication, so we don't think he should use it right now. It got worse, so he's, you know, like, now one of his, I think, vessels to his heart isn't working as good. It's not pumping and contracting blood, so now they have him on heart medication, which I've been giving to him, like, I think this is the 3rd day in a row now. So yeah, he's been on that. So yeah, he's been having a couple of rough outings in that, you know. So yeah, you know, it was pretty hard pill. It was a hard pill for me to swallow, you know, because yeah, I've had him for like 11 years and everything, so it's like, yeah, it's kind of hard to accept some realities of things, but doing the best I can with what I got, and, you know, just going from there. And then the other day, like pretty much the day after that, with his, you know, with the news on that, I was at work and I left because, you know, my fiance, she had a what do you call it, allergic reaction to something. We don't know what it was. We only have assumptions, you know, but the assumptions don't really make sense. So she had a trip to the ER and everything, and I got there in record time. I never drove that fast in my life, and I never left work that early. I was only there for like, I wasn't even there for 2 hours. I left. No, yeah, I gotta go. One of y'all need to pick me up before I take this truck all the way down there. And yeah, it was a whole thing. It was a very critical time, you know, but yeah, that all got taken care of, and everything's good now, you know. She's 100%, and, you know, Buddy, he's taking his medicine, so everything's good. So yeah, we're good there. It was a very, no, it wasn't, because see, we thought, well, we don't know, because there was a time where it was like, what do you call it, a bug caused the reaction, but it wasn't like the extent of what we saw. And then we thought it was like Tylenol, but, you know, she's had Tylenol before, but that's the only thing we could think of. And, you know, we don't know for sure. That's the only thing we can kind of assume, but it might be the wrong assumption. Like I said, we don't know. But then I think at some point in time, like, I don't know what it was. It might have been a bug, right? But we don't know for sure. And right? So that could confirm, like, oh, something that happened all those years ago, that happened like 2 days ago, happened to me earlier. Well, for me earlier today, because I was going to work and I had a bump on my hand, same kind of symptoms, but I didn't, you know, have the reaction and stuff. Oh yeah, see, so maybe that, well, I mean, you know, your body develops over time, so, you know, things can change. So yeah, that could happen. I know there's people that love, you know, like seafood, but then they would develop a allergic reaction to it later on in life, you know. And it's so bizarre because you never hear stuff like that. It's always like, oh, hey, like, now people can develop a reaction, allergic one, but they can never undevelop it. Like, oh, I've been allergic my whole life. Oh, no, I'm not allergic to it. It's so weird, right? That's how life works. I don't know. Thank you, Aaron, for talking about the likes and the subscribe. Appreciate you. Halloween candy for Bruce. New DX gear. Jarek's got to get back to his art. That's what's up. You know, it takes time. You know, don't worry about it. Working at McDonald's. Oh, I know, man, because when you told me about your last location, that did piss me off, because ain't no way you should be, as a manager or co-worker, I don't care what you are, you don't, like, mess around with chemicals that could be harmful to somebody. Like, I'll tell you right now, when I was working the, how do I say it? When I worked at Cal Expo for the fair, the state fair, I was working with chemicals. We make our own Windex over there, and we deal with disinfectant spray. I would fill up the bottles, and the chemicals would get on my hands, right? And nothing would ever happen. But I kept doing it without gloves, without protective gear, right? And after like a week or two of doing it, my hands, especially my knuckles where it really got on, they dried up, they cracked, they split apart, they bled. All kinds of stuff. Like, my skin was losing its elasticity. And so I remember back in like my middle school days, my knuckles would dry up and I'd never touched any chemicals and stuff. That might be it. Hold on. Nope. And so I figured, okay, you know, this happens when it gets cold, my knuckles dry, whatever, right? But it got worse and worse and worse. I'm saying, you know what? Nah, that ain't it. I don't think the chemicals is messing with my skin. So like, after, I think, maybe 2 weeks of starting to use gloves and all that stuff, they recovered, and I'm never doing that again, straight up. So I'll leave it at that. But that's what I'm saying. Like, if you are dealing with that, right, everybody's, you know, skin sensitivities are different. She could have caused, like, chemical burns, you know, first, second degree, third, whatever, you know, degree burns, or any kind of health problems and stuff like that, you know. And I was like, hey, I hope you win the lawsuit and everything. I don't know, I forgot what happened. I think you dropped it or something like that, or I don't know what came of it. If there was a settlement, I don't think there was. I don't remember, honestly. That's why I was like, if you guys go to court and everything, I hope all the way and win, like, straight up, you know, because I don't care what setting you're in. If whatever job you're in, you need to be professional. And not, like, if you want to mess around, that's fine, but not to that extent either, you know. It's like, kind of, yeah, don't do that. So yeah, hopefully that's, you know, better, the next location's better for you. And pretty soon, I will probably, well, I'm in a spot where I could potentially get a state job. And so if I get it, man, it's gonna be crazy, you know, because there's a lot of things I need to do. You know, I gotta work hard. I get the state job, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to get some. I need to grind, like, really good. You know, try to get a house, some kids, you know, so, like, all kinds of stuff. And I think at one point that, you know, a lot of things can change, you know. You never know. Next in line for the WWE Tag Team Championships.
These superstars put on quite a show. Here's another.
But I'll let you guys know sooner or later. We'll see what happens, because I could possibly get a state job by the end of this year, maybe early next year, hopefully end of this year. Because as much as Cal Expo helped me at the time, I'm like, hey, there's nothing wrong with it, But I know people that been there for like years, like 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 30 years, you know. And they're still part-time, like they don't get permanent. And permanent is where you get all the benefits. You don't get benefits part-time, and there's a lot of part-timers, like a lot of them. But I don't think they're gonna hand that out anytime soon. Some people got it in a year or two, others mostly decades, you know. So hey, we'll see what. But like I said, I'll leave that, get this, and then go from there. Yep, I just started when y'all were kids. Now y'all adults. Yeah, everybody, man. Yep, you know how it is. Yeah, thank you, Aaron. Appreciate that too. I read that. Yep, had to switch off. Understandable. Man, that's what's up. Honestly, more professional. That's what's up. Man, have a bunch of them, huh? I can't even change. Oh, dang, 5 stars. Hell yeah, that's what's up. I don't even think I can change my name to like junior. I mean to senior, because technically my dad would be senior. So they would be the third if I were to go. Omos and Obafemi, hell yeah, let's do it. But they would be the third. It'll just be like, what would that? I think it goes. It would be Frank Rodriguez the third. There's no more juniors and stuff like that. They'll just go in that suffix of a numerical standpoint, you know. So that would be different, huh? But honestly, yeah, I agree. I think honestly, if Jerks, if you went to court, I think you would have won too. I really do. And I would like to think you got some good money out of it, and you still would have had the job, and the person that that did that to you, I think it was, you said manager, she would have got fired and possibly went to jail. Because, well, I don't know how the law works in the state you were in when it happened, but in California, if she did something like that, she would have got charged with assault. It might be assault or battery or both, because I forget the difference. So there's assault, and then there's battery, and then there's assault and battery. So like, it could have worked in a different variation. She could have got charged with one or the other, or both. But again, I don't know the law. Maybe you know it right now better than I do, because obviously I don't know it. But you could probably know it since you were there for a hot minute. So I think, again, if that happened here, you know that you would have had that in your favor. There's cameras, if not cameras, witnesses, you know. So it just all depends. So you would have had all that in your favor, right? And well, yeah, because at that point it was state law, though, and especially McDonald's being a private company, yeah, it would have been like, I think, well, over here, obviously if that event had occurred, you would have had assault and battery charges, one or the other or both, which would have helped you to not only hold her liable, but McDonald's. And so you could have had, like, you could have had probably 2 different lawsuits, once against McDonald's, once against her, or maybe combo it up. It just depends. Like I said, it just all depends. Like, you could have sued both of them and got, like, paid for it. And McDonald's, they would have more than likely just settled with you, and they would have came up with a number that you both would have been, I guess, content with. And that could have been maybe 10, 25, 5, 2, whatever the comfortable range is. You know, the lawyer would have gave you all the best advice on what was the best approach. She would have went to jail, And like I said, if that maybe went the other route, you could have sued McDonald's, got paid from that, and sued her personally, got paid from that, or both. And you know, it just all depends. Maybe it would have been better for just 2-1. They would have held her liable, fired her, and they would have paid you and called it a day. You still would have had your job, and somebody else would have been a manager. Or, like I said, sue them, the settlement, she's fired, and then sue her on your off time, call it a day. And yeah, I do think you would have won too. Because, yeah, I mean, you know, she would be held liable. She should have had all those training videos and everything like that in between. Obviously, common sense too. So, yeah, it would have been a whole thing. You would have had that in the bag. I'm pretty sure. No, I said if I were to, well, I said there's things I want to do. Like, obviously, I want to buy a house, have kids and everything. And if I get this state job, it could be towards the end of the year. I gotta work on that. Probably, I'll have time tomorrow to work on it a little bit. Send everything over to the person helping me, and he can, you know, get me in that situation. So if that happens, like I said, I want to get a house. I got my credit score really high up, so that's going good in my favor right now. So I want, obviously there's that, number one. Number two, have kids, and yeah. Oh yeah, I know about that too. And yeah, federal law is pretty bad right now. We've been talking about that for like years. But yeah, there's no Frank Jr. right now. I don't know when that'll happen. I know the one thing that kind of is a little upsetting though with the state jobs, especially in California, is that some jobs is 6 months and some of them are 9 months for probation. It's like, that's a long time to work and have to worry about, you know, getting fired over dumb stuff. But from what I told this man, trust me, you know, you're not going to get fired unless you're trying your absolute hardest. That's good. And, you know, for me, I'm not that kind of worker that, you know, I'm not that kind of guy that will half-ass it or try to, like, get out of anything or hide from work. Like, I just can't do it, you know, like, I guess I'm kind of like a workaholic. When I'm at a job, I can't just do nothing, because it just, I don't know, it just feels wrong to me. Not like, oh, I'm doing something wrong. It's like I'm here, you know, I can't just sit here and get paid, you know, like, I need to just get it done. I need to find something to do, because if I sit here, I'm waiting forever to go home. If I'm doing something, time goes by like that, you know, so it's just built in me. So yeah, for me, no, that's not going to be a problem. I know for sure, you know, I've never got fired from a job. I think I probably almost did one time, but that's because, like, I had health issues getting in my way. I was getting sick. I had, I think, carpal tunnel at one point. My back was giving me major issues where, like, there's a couple points in my time where my back locked up. Oh, it's a black screen? No, it's not. Don't do me like that. I don't have no black screen. I'm looking at my phone right now. Unless it is for you guys. Not on mine. I don't see that. Damn, nice double choke slam. Hold on. Let's pull it back up. Yeah, see, the stream's going good. Oh, he kicked out. Yeah, thank you, Aaron. That's the goal. That is 100% the goal, man. AJ said, I'm going to give you a trick this Halloween. No treats. Oh, what a power bomb. That's it. He got him. And, no, he's out of there. But, yeah, I mean, that's, like I said, that's the only time I asked, hey, you know what? It was funny to me because I was, like, pretty much on my last leg. But I was planning on leaving anyway. I forgot why. I didn't leave because I forgot what happened. But I was gonna do it. I was gonna stick it out. Like, hey, I'm gonna do this, man. I'm gonna do it for a little while longer. The only thing I forgot why I didn't, like, I forgot why I didn't leave, but I should have left for, oh, you know what? No, I remember. I didn't leave because I still had some good hours. But then they dropped me to 20 hours, which wasn't really worth it. And so once that happened, what the hell? Wait a minute, hey ref. Once that happened, it wasn't really worth it. And so I was kind of like, okay, well, I'll stay a little bit longer. I'm not gonna quit, right? But then at some point, once that happened, it was like, okay, I'm gonna still stick around. But then I hurt my back, and I was just like sitting down in a chair, and my back locked up, and so I couldn't like really walk. And so I called the guy that took over, and the other guy I work with said, hey man, like, you know, I need like one more day, you know, because I had my 2 days off. I needed one more. I said, dude, like, can you have me just come in like tomorrow, right? Because they already said, hey man, like, I have to talk about your attendance because you called off this day and that day, this and that, right? All for health reasons. And I was just like, I told them the truth, like, what's up? And they said, okay. And yeah, at that point, I was just like, yeah, can I just come in this day, right? And they said something about like, oh, we can't because the day resets. Something about like it resets, right? Because mine just night shift and everything. So basically, long story short, he said no. And if I called off, I was gonna get fired, right? So I was like, okay. So I'm supposed to work today. I can't come in tomorrow. I can't work today. My back is killing me. Like, I'm literally having difficulty walking right now, you know? And so I said, all right, you know what? I'm just gonna go quit. Because if I call off, I'm gonna get fired. And I don't want to get fired. Because if I wanted to go back there, I'll do that. Because that's one of the jobs you can just leave and the same pay applies everywhere. It's like 19 or almost 20 an hour for the night shift. And so if I ever did that, that'll be like my last resort. Like, okay, I'm gonna retire here and move to a cheap ass state. I think it's the East Coast. There's what was it, West Virginia or something like that, or Rhode Island. It's like it's not the cheap. It's like the cheapest. It's not cheap. Like, oh yeah, like everything's cheap. Like, no, you still need to make like $93,000 to be comfortable. You know what I mean? A year. But it's like I would move there. The pay would be the same in there as California. You know. But you got to transfer from your California department to that state to get the same pay. And I was like, okay. So that's what I would have done, or would do if that ever came up and about, right? But like I said, they wouldn't let me, so I said, I'm going to just quit. So I went in there basically limping, because like I said, my you know, your back controls a lot of your nerves and everything. Like, so my left leg, I'm limping on my left leg to walk to the office. And they're like, hey man, are you alright? I said, no, I'm not alright, I gotta quit. Because they won't let me fall from grace. 1, 2, that's it. Obafemi defeats Omos. What a match. I need to get my water. I was like, yeah, they wouldn't let me go in this day, so I'm already in trouble, I gotta go. And so I said, can I put I was like, oh man, and I usually do 2 weeks. So, oh, you can quit today. We're not going to blacklist you or nothing. I said, oh, thank goodness. Okay, I'm going to just quit now. So then I put it in. I put it in that day. And it's funny because usually when it's your last day of working, you do work that whole day. I didn't work that whole day. I just said, okay, I can quit now. Boom. And I was like, yeah, I'll try to come back next year, which was like last year. I said, I'll try to come back next year or later this year. And they're like, oh, why don't you just go to school and, you know, get an education instead of coming back here. It's USPS, mind you, all right? It's the government. It's a federal job. And so I was like, I'm going to school right now, you know, like, yeah, I'm trying to get a degree so I don't have to work here, but I like the money, you know, it's good peak money. It's really good. 20 an hour, overtime's 30. Yeah, I'm taking that all the time, you know what I'm saying? But that tells you how a job is when they're telling you, hey man, don't come back here, just go to college. You know what I mean? That's how bad you know a job is, especially when they've been there for that long. It's so damn hilarious to me.
Almost chopped down to size tonight. I can't believe
oh man. And you know, they're not affected by the government, because from what they teach me, or they taught me, right, is that they make their own independent money, and their money funds the government. Okay, so that government shutdown doesn't affect the federal, USPS employees. They've almost gone bankrupt a few times, you know, but I mean, obviously it's not going to happen, because at some point in time, they're gonna help them. Javon Evans and Kyle Young, everybody. I'll tell you this though, like I'll tell you this. When I know, okay, look, I'll tell you this much. No BS, okay? Like I don't care about politics, okay? And I know there's a lot of, negative outlooks on that, so I don't have a horse in any race. I don't support any parties or candidates or whatever, right? I don't get involved with that stuff. I used to talk about it, but then people get too personal, so I left it alone. I stepped away from it, and it's not, so it's a whole thing. But anyways, when I think it was, when was it? I don't remember. It was probably the Trump administration before they came into office, or pretty much the first couple of months in office. Or it might have been the Biden administration towards the end of their term. I don't remember. But it's pretty much around the ballpark, right? They were cracking down on USPS. Yeah, there was a lot of bad things going on over there. I can't say all of them, but the one I was at, they definitely were. There was a lot of bad things going on over there. So, like, no matter what you support, I respect it. And, I'm not going to bash you for it. And, hey, you do your thing. Like, I don't have an issue with you, because I don't get involved with it. But whatever administration it was, whether it was Biden or Trump, right, cracking down on USPS, there was a lot of bad stuff going over there. I'm just going to say that. And so, like, for me, that didn't, I had no issue with it. I know people have their feelings towards Biden and Trump and all them, but the party, the president, or whoever was cracking down on USPS, that was legit. And I'll tell you the reason, and I'll tell you why. It's because I seen it. Like, straight up. And that's it. Like, there's nothing about it. Like, people can defend it or root for it, whatever you want to call it. That's fine. But the truth of the matter is, they were right in that situation. There was a lot of crappy things going on in USPS, especially the one I was at. You had the federal government card that's used for, obviously, whatever, right? And I think they took away those cards from the federal employees, right? Which I was okay with, and I'll tell you why in a minute. Again, nothing with politics. It's just the truth, right? They took away the cards, and then I guess they gave them back, but only $1 on there. I was okay with that, because there were some people working at USPS that would take those cards that's supposed to be used for the vans, the trucks, basically USPS vehicles only. They would use those cards, take them with them to gas stations and fill up their own vehicles with gas, right? And the vehicles were all kinds of different things, like unleaded to premium, like, so it's obviously different ranges, which is wrong, because it's supposed to be for the, government vehicles only, not your own personal ones. There was a lot of stuff happening there too. Like, I never seen anything bad, but there was bad things happening. People said, oh yeah, these people are doing these things, let's say, adult engagements in areas of the plantation that you shouldn't be doing during work hours, right? It should be on your own time in a private room, whether it's your own or one that you can rent somewhere else, Things like that were happening. And mind you, that every USPS plant, or at least the one I've been to at least, I know for sure it's 24/7. It doesn't shut down. Machine breaks. Someone comes in 30 minutes at some point, fixes it, runs it back up. It's 24/7. You have a shift for like pretty much every 8-10 hours. Somebody's always on the clock. Somebody's always working. The place doesn't shut down at all. Yeah. And that's the only thing I'll say that's anything that you may have heard within the last year that got involved from politics with USPS. And that's I was okay with it. And like I said, I know USPS gives their money to the government, but still say, hey, they still shouldn't do that because if I did that stuff, I would go to prison. Like the feds would put me in prison for that. That person got away with it because she knows a lot of people. So she ended up like getting transferred to a different plant. That's it. It just went away. They covered it up and all kinds of crap. But if I did some stuff like that, which I would never do because that's dumb. Number one, and number two, I would never even want the card, right? Yeah, because like I know for me, there was times I had like I don't know. I've had like a 8 o'clock p.m., a 9 o'clock, an 11 o'clock p.m. shifts that range from like those times to like 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 in the morning. A lot of the AM crews were 6, 7, 8 in the morning. Never 9 for some reason. And then a lot of then they have like the midday shifts that range from like 4 to 6 p.m. So yeah, in the morning it's 5 to 7, anywhere in that range. Middle of the day it's like 5 to 7. And in the graveyards, because I think those are swings, the 6 to 8? No, 5 to 7 morning, and I think it might be 6 to 8. That's the swing. But then 9 to 11, that's the midnight. That's the graveyard shifts. And 6 p.m. your pay goes from like 17 something in California. It goes from like 17 something to like basically $20 and like some change an hour. And if you work Sundays, they give you 10 more %, so that's like I think an extra $2. They call it the premium. Yeah, it's union. It's union. Javon Evans might get the win. Nope. But yeah, sorry, I had to fix my mic real quick. The USPS, that whole thing, that's union. But it's not that good. Oh, nice. That could be it. Hold on, wait a minute. I'll tell you why in a second. Oh, pick up. So union was good the first time I went there. You pay like I forgot. I think like $18 or something like that. Or it might have been like 15, something like that. And I had like I think an issue at one point, and they did resolve it for me. They got my money because like one of the supervisors, because sometimes you have to write on a time card, the machines don't work, or you forget your card, or your card breaks or something. Your time card to clock in and out. So you have to write it manually on a time card. And so you have the one that you swipe, and then you have the paper one in case your swipe doesn't work. Well, one of the managers, they didn't put it on correctly, or they didn't turn it in or something like that, so I missed out on a full day's pay, and that's obviously like over $100. And so I reported it, they never fixed it. So I went to union. After a week, they gave me that money on top of my check. So instead of making like, I think 1,100 something, it was like 1,300 something. And that's it. Kyle Young, what a victory for that guy right there. Man, what a match. And the second go around, it was even more money. Because I think I went back to USPS like 2 years later. And so the union fees went up from like, I think $15 or $18 to like $27. So it was much more. And they do take it out of your check, every check. They take it out. So it's $27 each check. So not like $27 a month. is $27 every 2 weeks. So you're paying like almost $60 a month for your union dues, right? Anyways, the second go around happens. They missed out on, I think it was like 2 or 3 days. And I talked to a couple of union guys, and they never really did nothing for me. And then they never got back to me. They forgot or something like that, right? So I emailed the union, and nobody ever got back to me. And a dude I met, he said, because we were like, okay, so when we worked together, he said we're friends. I said we're not friends, like, you know. But then we became friends, because I used to have the thing about like, oh, I don't be friends with people at work, because you know how people are. And so we did become friends and all that stuff. But then, like I said, 2 years later, I emailed the union and we caught up, right? And I'm like, hey, what's going on? We talked a little bit here and there. And I'm like, I was complaining. He's like, how am I doing? I said, man, I ain't doing too good, bro, because I just missed out on 3 days of pay because, you know, they didn't put it in right. I talked to union people here. I even emailed them and they didn't got back to me. And he's like, oh yeah, I saw your email about your complaint. I was like, dude, you saw my email on my complaint of not getting 3 days of pay, and you didn't even write me back or nothing like that? And he starts laughing. I'm like, all right, that's cool, you know. And so that's why I said, hey, stuff like that is the reason why I don't befriend these people at any job I've been to. You know what I mean? And so I was so hot, dude. Like, yeah, I was like, I didn't talk to that dude ever again. Like, yeah, straight up. I never saw him again. And if I did, I'd never say nothing to him. I'll just walk past him. Because I'm like, how are you gonna say, oh, we're friends, and it's something like that, very important, mind you, that's like $300 right there. And you just go past it. You're not like, oh, that's my friend. I'm just you know what I'm talking about? So I'm like, hey, it's all good, you know, because guess what? They said they was gonna fix it, and they never fixed it. When I left, they never gave me my money back. But guess what? At some point in time, like I think 7 months later or something like that, out of nowhere, I got like almost $400 in the mail, a check from USPS for, it was more money than I actually didn't get paid for, and I got a settlement too because they got sued and they paid a settlement, so I got that on top of that, and I was like, hey, that's what's up. Because guess what? The best thing happened to me in the end, because guess what? I forgot all about it. I let it go. But I got more on top of that back. I got all the time I didn't, because I called out, but I never used my PTO. I got that, and I got a settlement check. Like, dude, it piled up. So it didn't even matter. I got everything I needed and some. And guess what? It came to me when I needed the money. So, hey, it worked out in the end. And I ain't never been back. I almost went back. I tried to go back, how do I say it? Like, I tried to go back in, when did I try? I think August or September. I applied and everything, but all the positions filled, and so I didn't get the job. I was like, damn, that sucks. But hey, it's all good though, because then, you know, there's other opportunities coming and everything, so it's all good. Yeah, that's how I was entering a new job. Yep, I agree. Screw the postal service, man. Yep, that is correct about the parties. You already know, man. Yep, union. Yeah, I know you. I know my union I'm with, and some Teamsters union. I like mine. 6-month probation. That's what's up. There you go, 1,000 hours worked. Dues are like 85 now. Oh, there you go. Damn, Noah, that's what's up. 32. Damn, you doing it, man. I want to be like you when I grow up. Yeah.
WWE's universe.
Yeah, they do try to screw people over. I mean, that's the thing, because, like, you know, I helped, and that's the thing that made me upset, too. I was like, dude, I helped this guy out, man. Because, see, he was an assistant manager at Round Table. You know what I'm talking about? Like, basically, for 5 or 6 years. I was doing things at FedEx, at GLS. What was the other one? Well, I guess USPS, right? But see, I had way more experience, so I helped him out, you know? But he got a better position than me because he scored higher on the test score. But that didn't matter because when it came to doing mail, I was on my A game. I did way better than all the guys that came in. No matter the score, I did way better. Because like I said, I had experience. I knew what I was doing. And, you know, I helped out where I could. And I was like, yeah, you might be number one, but I got something that you don't got. He's like, what's that? I said, I got experience. He's like, man, that's something you hold over me. I'm like, well, yeah, I mean, I've been doing this, dude. Like, this, matter of fact, this is way easier than FedEx, because over here at the one USPS I'm at, the machines do everything. All you got to do is tend to them, and the labor you got to do over here is light work. I do that in my sleep. It's nothing. And then it's like, damn, after all that, that's how it's gonna be. That's messed up. But it's all good. He got more experience by now because I think he's there 3 years straight. So he, after I quit the second time around, I've done other jobs. So I, you know, and I went to school, so I got everything I need. So yeah, he passed me up in experience by now. And plus, since he's doing the mail handler stuff, he's also doing the union stuff. So when you do both, you basically almost make like $100,000 a year. So he's probably at like maybe 70, give or take. 'Cause I know the main guy who did the union, he made about 100,000 a year. So yeah, he's you know, he's making his money up there. And he probably, you know, he's going to get a lot of good things going his way. He's older too, so I'm like, it's all good. And I ain't worried about it, you know. Things happen for a reason. People get in the positions they get into. And, you know, I'm always hunting for the next opportunity I think is going to do much, much better for myself and everything. Imagine if you ended up seeing him again and you were in his position. Well, if I was in, honestly, dude, I'm gonna tell you like this: if I was in his position, I would have definitely emailed me. I would have emailed him back. You know, I would have said, hey, by the way, this Fatal 5-Way is to be the #1 contender for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. So you know, it's about to be all kinds of chaos. But yeah, no, if I was in his position, right, I would have replied back. I would have said, hey, you know, you didn't pay your union dues, or hey, have you paid them? In this case, I say no, but I signed up for it. Okay, you signed up for it, I can help you. Oh, you signed up for it, but you haven't paid yet because I haven't gone through the system, I can't help you. That would have been better, because at least you let me know what's wrong, and then we go from there. Because when I signed up, they didn't take money out until 3 months after I worked there. But they still helped me, you know. But to do all that, it's kind of like, it's messed up, you know. But like I said, for me, I would have said, hey, you know what, I'm going to help you. Or I would say, hey, you know what, I know you didn't sign up for union, but I'm going to help you this one time. Please sign up for union. Because if you decline now, you can always opt in later. I think vice versa, too. Or I don't think you can opt out, actually, I don't remember. But if I went back, I wasn't going to sign up because I literally did it all by myself the second time. So I would have just, that's what would have happened. I would have just said, you know what, forget about it, dude. I'm just going to, I'm going to take care of it myself. And that's it. I don't care. Like, you know, you obviously do things the way you do, which I don't agree with. So it's all good. Just do your thing. Worry about, like, I mean, you don't really care about the people you have right now anyway, it seems like, so I'm just gonna handle it myself because, I mean, I did it last time and it worked out. So it's not that hard, you know. You just gotta take care of business, no matter how long it takes. Some longer than others, and you know, hey, you just gotta do what you gotta do, even if you have to sue them because that's your money. But yeah, other than that, like I said, I would have helped him, you know. But hey, it is what it is. If I, like I said, saw him today, I'm like, I ain't gonna talk to him. Like, hey, just walk past like I didn't even hear him say nothing, you know. Just because I'm like, hey, like obviously you don't care, and we, like I said, why should I care too? I'm just gonna say, hey, you know what? You do your thing, I'm gonna do my thing. Call it a day. I ain't being petty or pity, but it's like you obviously feel some type of way, so hey, it's all good. But other than that, guys, I know Saturday night's main event is tomorrow. I don't know how many of you guys are gonna watch it, so if you do watch it, hopefully it's a good show. I don't even know when it starts. You know, there's a lot of good. I mean, there's the World Series tomorrow. I want to watch that. I do want to stream tomorrow too, but I know I got a exterminator coming out to basically bomb the house. They're having a little issue with some water beetles, and Vakur doesn't get it. So I want to do it, but I don't know what. And then, you know, these a-holes. What are they doing now? I know last time they said, oh yeah, we're gonna come out anytime from 8 to 5, and they never did. And so now they say, oh yeah, anytime from 8 to 12. Whatever. So, yeah. It is what it is though, man. But if they don't show up, man, I'm like, you know what, forget about it. I'm tired of waiting. I can't reschedule no more. You guys are not coming out. Cancel the contract. Because y'all breached this contract twice now, so we're done. That could be it. Nope. So tomorrow, 4 p.m. is the Saturday night's main event. Game 7 is gonna be at 5 p.m. So an hour after Saturday night's main event starts, with the World Series on. Okay. And I know, man, I really wanted Milwaukee to win because they beat the Cubs. I was like, I didn't care. I was like, damn, Cubs are good, Brewers were good. I'm like, man, I just want them. I don't care who wins. I just want the Dodgers to lose. So once Milwaukee got swept, I'm like, oh my goodness, you know how swept these guys in the regular season, 6 games to nothing. Couldn't get a damn win in the damn championship series. Come on, dude. And people are saying, oh, it's the curse for throwing up the L flag against the Cubs. I'm like, man, come on. And so now the Dodgers are 1 game away from winning their 3rd championship, wow, in 5 years. That sounds way too familiar. It's like, oh man. You know, the Giants did that too. They didn't go back to back though. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I know Blue Jays are bringing out all the heavy hitters. I didn't know Gosman was their ace, man. That's a weak-ass ace. But Yamamoto's, man, he's crazy good too, though. I could, nope. I'm like, man, Yamamoto, man. But then I didn't watch the game, but people said that double that didn't count due to a, I forgot what they call it. It's like an interference from the wall is the reason why they didn't even get those other runs in. That would have, I think, tied the game. So what? Okay, so how many? Hold on, might be it. No, I was gonna say. So like, wouldn't that have just tied the game though, or would that have caused them to take the lead? Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Oh, that's it right there. Stephanie's going to take this win. She's about to be #1 contender for the Intercontinental title. Nope. So, yeah, because I was like, do you know, would that have tied the game? Because I feel like 2 scores came in. And so they probably were already up 1 or down 3-1, so that would have tied it. I mean, I've seen plays like that where they did go in favor of the team that hit the ball. So I was kind of surprised they gave the call to the Dodgers. I don't know what the right call was, truthfully. Because it's not like, they act like it was wedged in there, where they couldn't get it out, but obviously they got it out when they thought those scores were coming in. That's what I'm talking about. But I'm like, hey, it is what it is, man. You know, like, the Blue Jays had a chance to win it. They didn't do it. Something like